Good morning, dear friends. Welcome back to our channel, where we talk about health, longevity, and practical tips for living well in your golden years. Today, we're going to uncover some surprising truths about your daily routine. Specifically, we'll talk about 7 morning habits that may quietly harm your brain over time. It doesn't matter whether you're 60, 70, or beyond. Your brain health is just as important as your heart and bones. In fact, the way you start your mornings can set the tone not only for your day, but for the long-term health of your memory, focus, and even your mood.
Before we dive deeper, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. This way you won't miss our upcoming videos with more life-changing health tips. Also, share this video with friends or family who might benefit from it.
So, grab your tea or coffee, sit back, and let's dive into these habits. And more importantly, learn how to replace them with healthier alternatives. Habit 1. Skipping breakfast or choosing the wrong breakfast. For decades, scientists have debated whether breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But for seniors, the evidence leans strongly toward its importance. When you wake up, your brain has already gone 8 to 12 hours without fuel. Glucose, the brain's primary energy source, is running low. If you skip breakfast, your brain struggles to perform optimally. You may feel foggy, sluggish, or forgetful. Over time, research shows that consistently skipping breakfast is linked with poorer memory, slower processing speed, and higher risk of dementia. But here's the catch. Eating the wrong kind of breakfast can be just as harmful as skipping it. Many Americans reach for sugary cereals, white bread, or processed pastries. These foods cause a quick spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash. That crash can leave you irritable, tired, and unfocused. More importantly, frequent blood sugar spikes increase your risk of type 2 diabetes, one of the strongest predictors of Alzheimer's disease. Better choices: oatmeal topped with nuts and berries, whole grain toast with avocado, scrambled eggs with spinach and tomatoes, a protein smoothie with Greek yogurt. Think of breakfast as your brain's first appointment of the day. If you treat it right, it will reward you with sharper thinking and better memory. Habit 2. Immediately reaching for your smartphone. This might surprise you. One of the most damaging habits for your brain health is checking your phone the moment you wake up. Many people, especially in retirement, use their phone as an alarm clock. So, the first thing they do is reach for it. Then they check emails, social media, or the news. Why is this a problem? Because your brain wakes up in a delicate state. It's transitioning from rest to alertness. Flooding it with notifications, political arguments, or distressing headlines spikes your cortisol levels, the stress hormone. Chronic high cortisol is toxic for brain cells, particularly in the hippocampus, the area responsible for memory. Researchers have also found that starting your day with digital overload reduces your ability to focus for the rest of the day. It's as though your brain becomes wired for distraction instead of concentration. Healthier alternatives. Spend the first 30 minutes after waking without screens. Open your curtains and let sunlight in. Natural light resets your body clock and improves mood. Practice 5 to 10 minutes of deep breathing, prayer, or meditation. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude has been shown to improve brain plasticity. Your phone can wait. Your brain deserves peace before being bombarded with information. Habit 3. Skipping hydration. One of the most overlooked threats to brain health is dehydration. By the time you feel thirsty, your body and your brain is already operating below its best. Seniors are particularly vulnerable because the thirst sensation weakens with age. Even mild dehydration, just 2% loss of body fluids, can impair memory, attention, and reasoning. Chronic dehydration increases the risk of confusion, falls, and even hospital visits. Remember, your brain is nearly 75% water. Every electrical impulse, every thought, depends on hydration. Morning tip: keep a glass of water by your bedside and drink it right after waking up. This replenishes fluids lost overnight and kickstarts circulation. Some experts suggest adding a slice of lemon for a gentle vitamin C boost. And yes, coffee and tea can count toward hydration, but water should come first. Think of it as giving your brain a refreshing shower from the inside. Habit 4. Lack of morning movement. Do you wake up, eat breakfast, then sit in your favorite chair for hours? Many seniors fall into this pattern. Unfortunately, being sedentary in the morning slows blood flow to the brain. Poor circulation means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reaching brain cells. Physical activity, even gentle, triggers the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein often called fertilizer for the brain. BDNF stimulates the growth of new brain cells and strengthens connections between existing ones. Without it, your brain ages faster. You don't need to run marathons. A 15-minute walk around your neighborhood, light stretching, or chair yoga can do wonders. Some seniors even enjoy Tai Chi, which improves balance while calming the mind. The key is to get moving before long sitting sessions set in. Remember, motion is lotion for your joints and food for your brain. Habit 5. Neglecting mental stimulation. Many people assume the brain wakes up automatically like the body, but in reality, your brain needs stimulation to fully activate. If your mornings lack mental engagement, you may feel groggy for hours. Over years, this lack of challenge may accelerate cognitive decline. Activities like reading, crossword puzzles, or even learning a new language activate different areas of the brain. They keep neural circuits strong and flexible. Seniors who engage in regular mental exercise show a 30 to 50% lower risk of dementia compared to those who don't. Morning practices that stimulate the brain. Read a chapter of a book with your morning coffee. Listen to an educational podcast while stretching. Try a simple memory exercise, like recalling yesterday's meals. Practice a new skill, like sketching, playing a musical instrument, or journaling. By treating your brain like a muscle, you strengthen it daily. Habit 6. Starting the day with negativity. It's easy to wake up and immediately think of everything that could go wrong today. Doctor's appointments, bills, family stress. But starting with negative self-talk or pessimism primes your brain for stress. Scientists call this the negativity bias, our tendency to focus on threats more than positives. When unchecked, negativity floods the brain with cortisol and adrenaline, shrinking the hippocampus and increasing risk of depression. Healthier start. Before you even get out of bed, say one kind thing to yourself. For example, I'm grateful for another day of life. Today, I will find one moment of joy. Listen to uplifting music while preparing breakfast. Smile in the mirror, even if it feels silly. Smiling activates brain regions linked to happiness. Positivity doesn't just feel good. It protects your brain from stress-related damage. Habit 7. Ignoring sleep quality the night before. This may sound strange, but one of the worst morning habits actually begins the night before. Poor sleep hygiene leads to foggy, unproductive mornings. Chronic sleep deprivation is one of the leading risk factors for Alzheimer's disease. During deep sleep, your brain activates the glymphatic system, a cleaning network that flushes out toxic proteins like beta amyloid. Without enough sleep, these proteins accumulate, damaging brain cells. Tips for better sleep and better mornings. Go to bed and wake up at consistent times. Avoid caffeine or alcohol within 6 hours of bedtime. Keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and dark. Create a bedtime ritual, reading, light stretching, or prayer, to signal to your brain it's time to rest. Healthy mornings start with healthy nights. By respecting your sleep, you protect your brain's long-term health. Practical daily routine for brain health. Let's put it all together. Imagine your ideal morning after 60. Wake up and drink a glass of water. Spend a few quiet minutes in prayer, meditation, or gratitude. Move your body, a walk, light yoga, or Tai Chi. Eat a balanced breakfast with protein and whole grains. Read or mentally stimulate your brain. Avoid checking your phone until you've set your own mental tone for the day. Carry positivity into the rest of your morning. This routine doesn't require expensive supplements or fancy equipment. It simply requires intention, the willingness to treat your brain as your most valuable asset. Final thoughts. Dear friends, the brain is both resilient and fragile. The small choices you make every morning can either protect it or slowly damage it. While these 7 habits may seem minor, their cumulative effect over years is powerful. The good news? It's never too late to make changes. Research shows that even seniors in their 70s and 80s can improve memory, attention, and emotional well-being by adopting healthier habits. So, ask yourself tomorrow morning, am I giving my brain what it needs to thrive? Or am I unknowingly sabotaging it? Take small steps. Replace one bad habit at a time with a healthier alternative. Over weeks and months, these small victories will add up to sharper thinking, better mood, and greater independence. Remember, your golden years can also be your brain's golden years if you care for it.